Get down and cheer the girls on if you can, and that's it for our sport tonight. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for that, Nath. Stay with us after the break. Livio joins us and he'll have all the details on the weather for us.
Good evening, Livio. Regano with tonight's weather. The Sunshine State is starting to resemble a wood-fired oven as the heatwave warning area expands coastward and engulfs some of the more densely populated eastern districts. Inland areas are carrying the biggest burden, with temps more than 10 degrees above average and no end in sight to the stifling conditions. Already our temperatures are above average and the trend will continue, with northerly winds dragging in a continuous train of equatorial air. Our top in Mackay today was 30 degrees. On the satellite loop, the eastern half of Queensland is pretty dry, except, of course, the thunderstorms that blew up over Darling Downs this afternoon. We were expecting those, but a lot more isolated than they have been. And, of course, some more storms further west, just ahead of the inland trough, which you'll see in just a moment. Let's have a look at today's chart. The inland trough is basically the delineator of the heatwave conditions because ahead of it, the entire state of Queensland is under the influence of those very hot northwesterly winds dragging equatorial air down. It's expanded the heatwave area almost to the coast and certainly over the southern half of Queensland. On tomorrow's chart, that trough starts to march eastward again. We still got to wait for another cold front to catch up with it before it becomes a problem with thunderstorms. There will be some around. Winds 10 to 15 knots basically for the next 3 days with seas under a metre. Not much movement, but pretty good for boating all round. Our first low tide's quite early in the morning and there's another one after sunset with a modest high tide halfway between, only 2 days from first quarter moon. Central Coast and Whitsunday is a sunny day with a high fire danger. Mackay 20 up to 31 degrees, Bowen also 31, Proserpine 33. Central Highlands and Coalfields a heat wave warning. Afternoon thunderstorms in the south only. Emerald 20 up to 39 degrees. Claremont and Moranbah 39 as well. Looking ahead for Mackay, despite our reputation for tropical heat, this is actually one of the best places in Queensland to be right now, with tempering sea breezes keeping us close to 30 degrees. And that's all for this evening, folks. Pleasure to have your company as always, and thanks for watching 7 Local Weather. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Hope you can join me then. Now it's back to the team.
Great, thanks for that, Livio. And that's all from us for this Wednesday. Thanks for your company.
Just a reminder, if you'd like to catch anything from our news again, you can see that on 7plus or, of course, download the 7 News app. So from everyone here, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.
Good night.